bring your awareness to your breath. First, the natural breath down into the abdomen. That's really the way of breathing, very relaxed, with our focus on the breath. Every time when you breathe down into your lower lungs, you move your diaphragm, and the diaphragm is connected through fascia to these lower back muscles here. So we want to make sure that the breath really goes down. Also that we don't strain the breath. We want to create internally more liberation, that the breath can flow with more ease. And you are ready. Inhaling, forward salute. Hold your core in so you don't overarch in your lower back. Exhaling, earth touch. Knees come forward, groins back. And hinge from your hips. And that way is the most lower back friendly way. When you're in your maximum forward bend, then relax your spine. And here you could play, if your lower back can relax more with your bent knees, that's how you keep your knees. If you feel, oh, I can straighten my knees a little bit and like the stretch in my legs, do so too. But always with a huge focus, how much is okay for my lower back. Your next exhalation, bend the knees, roll up into standing, draw the belly button in, draw your pelvic floor up, inhaling, upward salute, X, arms over the side and down. Let's repeat that 2 more rounds. In, forward salute, bend your knees, groins back, feel the long spine. Hold with your cores to stabilize that lower back. When you're at the maximum forward bend, then relax from the base. When you are in earth touch, play. Do you want to bend your knees more or do you want to straighten them more? There's just that right amount, so it's not lazy, tamasic, and it's also not overdoing. Your next exhalation, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone and roll up vertebra by vertebra into standing. In, upward salute, X, arms over the side and down. In, forward salute, X, earth touch, inhale here, X, roll up into standing. In, upward salute, X, arms over the side and down. Beautiful. We're going to take it into a bigger sun salutation. In, forward salute, X, earth touch. Blocks next to your feet. Lean into your left foot, lean forward into the back of the neck there where the cat carries the babies. Just feel like you lean forward and then step back with your right foot. Drop your right knee and sit your hips deep, then lengthen from the base. Now here you get a good stretch in your back and your quadriceps, and you get a good stretch at the front. And you can decide whether you want to have your abdomen to your thigh or whether you want to keep the hip low and bring your belly away from your thigh. That would be a bigger stretch here in the quadriceps muscle. Beautiful. From here we go back into an extended leg stretch. First, just feel when you're at the front, you bend your knee. When your hips move back, you straighten your leg. And then feel your hips. They want to move parallel to the short end of the mat. They stay parallel all the way going back. And they come forward, also being parallel to the short end of the mat. Very good. Let's add the spine. When you come forward, relax your spine. Sit your hips deep. And then lengthen your spine. And from there you go back. And you relax the spine. 2 more. Next time when you're in runner, take your blocks and sway back into mountain lift, where you remain with the chest lifted, and then relax vertebra by vertebra into mountain. Exhaling, cat tuck, round neck, chest, lower back, bend the knees, come down. In cat, lengthen from the base. Extended child, tuck the toes, stretch back, relax lower, middle, upper back. Have a few breaths here. Exhaling, cat tuck. In cat. 1 cat bow. In lift up. Slightly move your hips back so you can take your blocks high. Relax your spine, step forward with your right. Hips deep, lengthen from the base. And then lift your back knee, lean forward and step in. Relax into earth touch, bend your knees if that feels better on your lower back. And from here we roll up into standing. Knees move over the toes, tuck the tailbone, roll vertebra by vertebra up. In upward salute. X arms over the side and down. Let's repeat on the other side. In forward salute. X earth touch. Inhale here. X step back with your left. Drop your knee. In, lengthen from the base. Okay. And from here, we just feel that the alignment, the front knee over the ankle, and your back thigh, the further your knee is back, the more stretch you get. And then check in. Do you want your belly on your belly on your thigh? Or do you want to bring your abdomen back without lifting the hips? The hips stay way deep. Feel, is that amount okay of the stretch in your quadriceps, on your left side. One more deep breath here. Good. And from here we sway back into extended leg stretch. And then we come forward again. So first rounds, just feel, is it okay to go back and straighten that leg? If we have too tight hamstrings here, then just don't bend, straighten the leg all the way. However, if you feel, no, that's fine, then you can straighten your knee all the way. Next round, concentrate, do my hips stay parallel? So then both sit bones back and try not to get one sit bone further back and out of alignment. So we stabilize with all these little hip muscles internally, the alignments of the pelvic girdle, and that's again strengthening for this pelvic girdle. Good, and then let's take the spine with us. To go back, the spine extends, can forward bend a little bit if that's in the range of motion. And then relax your spine to come forward, keep the spine relaxed, send your hips deep. And from there, lengthen from the base. Fantastic. Exhaling back. Inhale there. Relax the spine, come forward. In, lengthen from the base. X back. Inhale. X forward. In, lengthen. 3 more. Back here, remain straight up. Beautiful. Last one. Next time when you're in runner, sway back, mountain lift. Mountain lift is when we keep the chest lifted all the way until the sit bones are furthest back, and then we relax the spine down. Exhaling, cat tuck, from neck, chest, lower back, bend the knees, come down. In cat, lengthen from the base. Sway back, extended child. If you can, keep the toes tucked under. Great way to open the muscles of your feet. Have one more deep breath here. Exhaling, cat tuck. In cat. Hold your lower ribs in, hold your lower belly in. One bow. In, up. Sway back with your hips, take your blocks high. Step forward with your left. Lift your back knee, shift the weight to the front, and glide your right leg in, earth touch. Bend your knees, tuck, 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 and roll vertebra by vertebra up into standing. In upward salute. X, arms flowing on release. In forward salute. X, earth touch. In monkey, lengthen from the base. X, walk back into mountain. For now, no jumping till the lower back is really sorted and stable. Right side swan, push the left heel back, bend your right knee. Spine relax, bring your right knee forward, drop both knees, and lengthen from the base. One swan roll. The long spine hinge forward to your maximum forward bend, then relax from the base. Curl your chin in, round your spine, come up, and lengthen from the base. Sway back, mountain lift, mountain. Left side. Relax your spine, bring your left knee to your left hand, drop both knees, your hips, lengthen from the base. The long spine hinge forward, swan bow, relax from the base, curl your chin in, come up, and lengthen from the base. Sway back, mountain lift, mountain, and repeat. Right side swan, you can come forward with the exhalation, and inhalation lengthening. You can bow, exhaling, and inhaling, coming up. You can go exhaling back, mountain, lift, mountain. Left side, exhale forward, in lengthen, X bow, in swan, X back, mountain, lift, mountain. One more each side. Let your breath flow. Then after your left side, hold for 5 breaths in mountain. Have all your 5 knuckles grounded. Push with your hands forward and down, with your waistlines back and up. Chest broaden, shoulders away from the ears. extend your waistlines back, push your thighs back, your heels down. Your heels don't have to touch the floor, but they want to stretch down. Exhaling, cat tuck. Inhaling, cat. Exhaling, child. Relax that lower back over your thighs. You have two options in your child. If you want to have your knees wider apart, that just changes the position for the lower back. So you can feel, is knees wider apart better for my lower back, or knees together better? And you have always the option to choose either or the other. Long, deep breath. And bring your hands next to your knees. Round your neck, chest, lower back, come up. If your knees were apart, bring the knees together. Lengthen from the base of the spine, hands to the heart. Hinge forward from the hips into cat. Have your blocks to the side. Basic slant. And down into face down. Chin forward, arms back, lift your hips and glide your arms underneath. Inhaling, extend your right leg back and lift it up, half locust. Exhaling, keep stretching back and lower down. Alternate sides. In, stretch your left leg back, lift it up, half locust. Exhaling, lower down. Alternate sides. Keep both hips grounded so you feel the front bony part of your pelvic into your forearms. That are great acupuncture points if you can handle it. And then also feel that your knee and toes keep pointing down. The glutes are also external rotator, so it could be easy that we lift that leg and the knee and toes want to point out. But keep it looking down. How relaxed can you be? Is your thighs, knee and shin bone lifting? And feel you push down with your pubic bone. That way you should not feel any twist in your lower back. Pubic bone, front hip bones down. So it's a pure extension moving back of your leg, and there is no twisting in the lower back. Beautiful. Next time when you have finished left side, no need to rush until you're there. Lift your hips, release your hands, turn your head to the right, face down, rest. Now sometimes it could feel that we get some tenderness in this area here. after half locust. If that would be the case, you could bend your knees and like windscreen wiper, move your shin bone to the right and left. Relax in that lower back. Beautiful. Back to center. Release your legs down. Now bring your hands next to your ribs. Forehead down. Pubic bone on the ground. Draw the lower belly in. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows in. And imagine somebody pulls on the top of the head, has a little string and it extends forward while you lift up into cobra. Just as high that it's really okay for your lower back. And exhaling lower down. Then repeat, inhaling lift and exhaling lower. So when we do cobra, you just keep going. The back muscles need to learn to contract, which strengthens them. And the front muscles, they need to learn to stretch, which gives us more space and uprightness in our front of the body. Now just make sure that the amount of repetitions are okay. The height you're lifting for today is okay. Really, the only thing we can determine the amount and the height is by being in the present moment. Checking in what's okay for today, and that's exactly the amount you are practicing. Last one. Beautiful. Relax, face down, rest, head to the side, arms back. Can you feel your breath down into your lower lungs? Exhaling back, face down. Inhaling, lift your legs, lift your torso. We call that cobra boat. And exhaling, lower. Now before you lift, extend in opposite direction. Legs back, torso forward. And then release down. Repeat. Face down, rest. Alternate the sides. You turn your head so you get the opening in your neck in both sides. Beautiful. From here we're going to turn onto our back. Inhaling, lift into Cobra 1. Extend your left arm forward and across. Bend your right knee. Lift your hips to the center of the mat. And then bring your knees in, knees to chest. Rock from side to side. Back to center. Lower your feet down. Heel toe your feet out from mat height, mat wide apart. Hold your forearms. Exhaling, bring your knees to the right, elbows to the left. Roll over your lower back and change sides. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling to the other side. If you like, you can turn your head to the side of your knee. If you like, you can add your eye gaze to the side of your elbows. So head and knees go to one side, elbows and eyes to the other side. Back to center. Release your arms, partially climb. Have a complete breath, filling lower, middle, upper lungs. Exhale all the way out. Sacrum clock. Feet partially climb, hip width apart and close to the buttocks. Now imagine at where the sacrum goes into your lumbar spine, that's 12 o'clock. And when you put the weight on 12 o'clock, you lift gently your buttocks and you contract your glutes. And then you release, and at the tailbone is 6 o'clock, and you rock towards 6 o'clock. Now go inhaling to one side of the sacrum and exhaling to the other. Feel the end points of the movement and feel every little bit in between. When we point to the tailbone, the lumbar spine is arching. When we point to the sacrum edge where it goes into the lumbar spine, our lower back is grounded. You can feel how the vertebrae in your lumbar spine are doing an arch, and then when you go onto 12 o'clock, they're grounding into the mat. And you can just imagine how that massages all the discs in between the lumbar spine. Discs are vascular, meaning there are no blood vessels going into them. The nutrition goes in through diffusion and through massaging around that area. Beautiful. Next time, go just on neutral on your sacrum, and then go from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Now feel also into your lumbar spine. That lumbar spine gets a little twisting sensation. These vertebrae are not made a lot for twisting. However, the muscles and ligament we can move in this twisting sensation. Back to center. Now imagine the clock has a handle and it goes hour by hour from 12 to 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then counterclockwise 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. Go one more clockwise and one more counterclockwise. Make sure you don't create tension. Sometimes we want to do it so well that we tighten in other areas of the body. Just feel how relaxed can you be in yourself. Particular muscles contracting, and the ones who don't need to contract, they relax. Back at center, knees to chest, ground your lower back, raise your heels, pull both toes in and bring both knees in at the same time. Hands go around the knees. Have a deep breath here, relax into yourself. And then raise your heels, spider, either hold onto the calf, ankle or pinky toe side of your foot. Often a pillow underneath the head is really nice too, so we don't overarch in the neck. Just see whether, so what you really don't want is create tension in the shoulder girdle here. So in case that head is looking up like that, place a pillow so it's comfortable and you feel in the neck and shoulder girdle it's relaxed. Once you have sorted out your neck and shoulder girdle, feel your sacrum plate and feel, can you push the center of the sacrum plate down and then let the weight of your arms hang on your feet without tensing. 3 more breaths. Exhaling, knees to chest. Inhaling, bridge. Through bridge row 1 into bridge row 2 where we create a diagonal line. And if you like, push your thighs up, groins up, bridge row 3 where you create a back bend in your chest. And then roll down. First between the shoulder plates, then lengthen through the middle back. Feel the tailbone is still tucked till the very end, and then you release. Let's focus this round on that tucked tailbone. You start tucking the tailbone under the entire pelvis is tucked for bridge roll 1. And you hold that while you roll up. You keep rolling up, you keep rolling up, and you hold the tuck in the tailbone. Lift your groins, but remain the tuck. And when you roll down, you roll vertebra by vertebra down. So if that doesn't sit well with your lower back, some people bring the pelvic straight up because that works better if they have lower back problems. See whether you prefer that alternative. Go 3 more rounds. The third round, hold bridge asana. Lift up. Glide your shoulders in and interlace the fingers underneath your buttocks. Ground your feet and shoulders down. Neck relaxed, sternum lifts to the chin. Belly button high, groins high. Big toe of both feet grounded. Beautiful, and 3 more breaths if you can hold. Feel again your back muscles holding up, which means a great back strengthening here. Front of the body relaxed with your breath. Fantastic. Broaden your shoulder blades. Roll down vertebra by vertebra. Knees to chest. Exhaling, partial recline. Arms T. Extend your left leg long. Shift your hips towards the right. And twist with your knee, hips, vertebra by vertebra towards your left. You could have a block underneath your knee. You can have your hand on top of the knee. And sometimes it's nice to dig with that left elbow into the mat to lift the left shoulder a little bit, and then to square the shoulders more, because they are your anchor. And that spiraling movement is coming out of that shoulder girdle. And your spine spirals towards the left. Shoulder girdle, neck and head spirals to the right. Have a deep breath and see whether you can relax in the body even more. Where would be an area of tension for you? Go into the tension and release it with the exhalation. Nurture the tension with your inhalation. Your next exhalation, unwind. Inhaling, partial recline. Exhaling, arms down. Raise your heels, pull the toes in, knees to chest. Arms T, feet partial recline. Extend your right leg. Shift your hips to the left. And twist with your knee to the right. Could have the block underneath the knee. The hand on top of the knee. Square your shoulders into the mat. Complete breath. Check in if you internally can soften anywhere. Jaws, neck, top of the shoulders, abdomen, lower back. Your next exhalation, unwind. Partial recline, inhale. Ground your lower back, raise your heels, pull the toes in, knees to chest. Exhaling spider, soles of the feet up, sacrum down. Straighten your legs into a V. You can either grab with your hands on the inner thigh, or you can hold onto the big toes. Just see the ratio between arm length and leg length. Push your sacrum plate down. One more breath here. Exhaling, knees to chest. Reclined butterfly. Lower your feet down all the way. Raise your heels and bring the soles of the feet together. Now feel into your lower back. If you feel that feels stagnant, you want to lengthen it more, lift your hips slightly and send your sit bones down to the heels, so you lower your lower back with a beautiful length. In that length, we create space between the vertebrae, space for your discs. Today, imagine a pendulum. The top of the pendulum is attached to the crown of your head, and the bottom of the pendulum is just on your sacrum plate, and a little bit down and a little bit up. And just imagine that at bottom of the pendulum, that energy ball that is attached there, has beautiful orange light, vibrant color of orange, strong, beautiful orange energy, like the autumn leaves, like an orange fruit. And with the inhalation, imagine that pendulum swinging forward, and with the exhalation, imagine that pendulum swinging back. And keep visualizing that pendulum with a nurturing color of energy, the nurturing energy itself swinging forward and backwards. Each cell in there getting energized, lifted by the color and the energy of that pendulum. And then let go of that visualization of the pendulum. Find your most comfortable position for final relaxation. Could be remaining in butterfly, or through knees to chest, into tranquility. Now relax. Feel we have generated energy, circulation, lymphatic flow. And in that final relaxation, all that beautiful energy can be absorbed in every cell. So every cell gets nurtured, at the same time detoxed. Imagine your body wide and open, and relax deeper with each breath so that an energy flow can happen. You relax into that inner flow. Relax your feet and your legs. Visualize every cell in your feet and leg like a little sun, vibrating, shining. Inhaling, feel your pelvic girdle. Relax your pelvic girdle. And feel every cell in your pelvic girdle shining like a little sun, full of light and buzzing energy. Inhaling, feel your abdomen. Relax your abdomen. to receive beautiful energy and light. And every cell in your abdomen is shining like beautiful bright light, buzzing full of energy. The back of the abdomen, the sides and the front. Bring your awareness to your chest. Exhaling, relax your chest. Visualize every cell in your chest opening to receive light and energy. And visualize every cell in your chest buzzing full of brilliant light. Feel your shoulders, arms and hands. Exhaling, relax your shoulders, arms and hands. Feel every light in your shoulders, arms and hands receiving light, energy. Every cell in your shoulders, arms and hands is buzzing, vibrating on that high energy, shining like a little sun. Inhaling, bring your awareness to your neck. Exhaling, relax your neck. Imagine every cell in your neck opening for light, energy. Visualize every cell in your neck buzzing, happily vibrating on that light. Inhaling, feel your heart. Exhaling, relax your heart. Visualize every cell receiving in your head light, energy, positivity, and every cell in your head vibrating on that vibration. Then feel your whole body and imagine every cell in your whole body is vibrating like a little sun, filling your entire body with light and illuminating into the space around you, into your aura. Vibrant light. And relax into that light like you bathe in that brilliant light. Beautiful.